Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to show 158 with the Hippie Pastor. That would be me. I swear to tell nothing but the truth, so help me God, because I am here to interpret for you the true meaning of the words of Jesus like never before, never before. I've dissected the red letters of the Bible, of the words of Jesus, like when I was in kindergarten dissecting frogs. And I turned it upside down, inside out, and backwards and frontwards, and I came out with that stupid flower. Keeps falling from me. You want a flower? Anyway, let us begin with the. You leave that flower, you can dog. Anyway, let us begin with the quote of the day. The quote of the day is say, let's see who can guess this wonderful author. It's customary in our show. Always to start with promoting somebody other than myself. And Jesus. I am one of those regular weird people. Who said it? I am one of those regular weird people. Who said it? No, not me. Although I am kind of weird. Don't worry about the background. I'm fixing it. I'm working on it. I haven't had time, okay? I'm a busy man. Who said that quote was a wonderful Texas rock and roll beauty who now is in the glory with the Lord, Janice Joplin. Thank you, Janice. Thank you for your contribution to the planet on your tour around planet Earth, and may you be blessed to continue. Don't rest in peace. Keep fighting, keep working in the spirit world. I think we're in the spirit world. Life after death is more real than this. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed in the title of this show, yes, I question. Why not question? Don't be afraid to question authority. Don't be afraid to question any doubts you may have. They've instilled in us fear that is a sacrilege to wonder. Did Adam and Eve practice oral sex? Did Jesus Christ indulge in oral sex with one of his girlfriends? Or if he had a regular, I don't know. I wasn't there. Does God practice oral sex in his personal life with his wife? Does he? Can somebody just tell me? I need to know. I would like to know these things. Now, if you ask me, I would say yes. I think that, why not? What's the problem? Who created sex? Satan? Lucifer? No, it was God. God created sex. Okay? So he must indulge in it, right? Why wouldn't he? Why would it be a sin for God to indulge in one of the natural, normal creations so necessary as eating and going to the bathroom and drinking water? Sex. Sex is one of the greatest needs in the human race, so much so that they kill to obtain it. They don't kill to steal a piece of bread, but they do kill for sex. It's such an urge. See the wisdom of God in putting such pleasure and such an urge in the sexual situation for the procreation. God is so intelligent, because if there was no pleasure, nobody would be doing it, even oral sex. Now, I wouldn't go down on my girlfriend if there was no real pleasure in it. Hey, I might as well go to the fish market and hang out there all day. There's pleasure in sex, and God made it that way. I'm sure he must participate. Why wouldn't he? Give me a good reason. Why wouldn't he? Even oral sex. Hey, there's a tendency there, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's just hop right into the words of Jesus. We're running out of time. As you may know, we're finishing up now the Gospel of Matthew. I believe it's Matthew 26, maybe. Okay. Then here goes Jesus. Allow the Master to speak. Then saith Jesus unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this night, for it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Okay. So he promised that he was going to rise again. And he prophesied that the disciples were going to be, they were going to be scared, they were going to run, they were going to hide, they were going to deny. The punishment, that they gave to criminals and people like that in those days of Italian soldiers. It was cruel, brother, sister. The crucifixion. Thank God Jesus didn't come in our times. We would all be wearing little electric chairs made of gold around our neck. The cross was just a method of execution, a device for execution for common criminals. Here goes Jesus. Jesus said unto him, because, Peter said, Peter came up saying, no, I will, even if everybody denies you, not me. Oh, no, not me. And Jesus just looked right through, could see right through him and said, verily I say unto thee that this night, before the cock crow, the rooster, I know what you're thinking, you filthy. Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Once, twice, thrice. They cometh Jesus with them unto a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, sit ye here, while I go and pray yonder. Then saith he unto them, my soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. What a brave man. What a brave man, Jesus Christ. Besides all else, besides being holy, besides being beautiful, besides being pure, besides being wonderful, besides bringing us the gift of everlasting life. For by grace are you saved through faith, and it not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. He was so brave to endure what was coming, which is the most horrible death anybody could have possibly have imagined. If you don't believe me, ask Mel Gibson. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Okay, so he was trying to find a way out there, hey, it wasn't easy, man. He was thinking about maybe, he was having second thoughts, doubts, thinking about the horribleness of nails in your hands and those lashes and people spitting on you and you're being the shame of your neighborhood, everybody coming in to watch how you crucify the common criminal. Here goes Jesus. So he's trying to find a way out, right? Let this cup pass from him. He's asking God, okay, if we can go another, how about we go another way with this? And he cometh unto this, but he submitted himself to God's will. He said, in any case, not as I will. So he didn't really want to do it. Not as I will, but as thou wilt. So he just did it for God. He didn't do it for himself. There wasn't a personal choice, in the matter. He gave his life to God. He let God take his control of his life. And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what? Could you not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So his own flesh was weak. He knew that. His spirit was willing, but his flesh was weak. I think he was talking about himself. Enter not into temptation. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. Doesn't mean the silly little temptation word that we use nowadays, like, I'm looking at a pretty girl, or I'm tempted to do this, or I'm tempted. The devil's tempting me to drink a beer. The devil doesn't even drink beer. For your information. No, it's talking about other kind of, situations. We got to be spiritual. We got to be led by the spirit world. We got to be led by the spirit of love. Good. Okay, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Anyway, he went away again the second time and prayed, saying in prayer, O my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it, thy will be done. There he goes again, having trouble, having problems, having issues. Really not really wanting to go through this. No pleasure in going through that. So he prayed again. Oh, if this cup may not pass from me except I drink it, thy will be done. He was submitting himself to God. Okay, continue. Then cometh he to his disciples and saith unto them, sleep on now, and take your rest. They were probably already dozing off anyway. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. So he finally accepted his, what was going to happen. He made the decision. All right, God, let's do it. Although, listen to this next verse carefully. Rise, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand that doth betray me. So he said, he put a fleece out to God. He told the guys, all right, wake up, let's get out of here, let's leave. Thinking that, well, if God allowed them to escape, to leave, then it was God's will for him not to drink of that cup. So he told them, rise, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand that doth betray me. He tried, at the last moment, he tried to get out of it, but always considering that if God allowed him to get out of it. But obviously, God had other plans. Okay? And here it is. Here comes Judas. Here comes Judas with a mob and with armed guards. And he arrives and catches Jesus before they could be going. And Jesus said unto him, friend, amigo, friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Jesus and took him. Here comes the beginning of that crucifixion, of that emotional, of that horrible, horrible death that came upon the Son of God for standing up for freedom of religion, for standing up against religious hypocrisy, for standing up for the only true religion, and the religion that we worship here, the religion of love. I gotta go, peace and love, peace out, be safe.